State your name for the record.
Laura Ann Richman.
What year were you born?
1965.
Where?
Orange, California.
Orange, California. It's a nice place.
Yes, it is.
Where did you grow up?
City of Orange.
What was your neighborhood like as a kid?
Adventurous. Fun. Kids playing in the street.
Okay. What was school like when you were a kid, and what challenges did you face?
School. What was school like when you were a kid? It was. I don't know.
You don't remember?
What was school like when you were? Well, what kind of things? What was school like?
What was school like? Like, was it hard? What was it like?
Oh, okay. It had its ups and downs. You know, you had your cliques. You had your cheerleaders and football players, and then you had your kids that didn't quite fit in, and your smart geniuses types. Same thing you pretty much do today, except it was a different time.
What challenges did you face?
Oh, the same challenges most kids go through. Fitting in with the right clothes, trying to be accepted into different groups and not be bullied or made fun of, or not that I ever did that. I kind of didn't fit in, popular or not popular. I was pretty nice to everybody I came in contact with. So.
Okay.
But you had your cliques.
What was the first job you had, and what was it like?
Oh, Disneyland. I was in a 3-person interview, and I won out. I got my letter a week later, and working at Disneyland was a lot of fun. It was exciting, and the some days I wish I had stayed, but it was a great first job for a high school kid. Got it my senior year when I turned 18. And I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the people, enjoyed working there. And it's a job title that followed me for several years after that on my resume. Most people wanted to hear about the fact that I got hired at Disneyland. So there was a prestige of that as well.
Okay. What were your teenage years like?
Hard.
Hard?
Yeah. Mother struggled with 3 children and didn't have a lot of money, and a lot of things I didn't get, some things I got. Learned the value of money real early. But it was happy sometimes and sad sometimes, and you know. I didn't have the type of technology you guys have these days that are incredible.
All right. How did you meet your spouse?
Jeff and I met at Disneyland. He was a sweeper. I was an outdoor vendor. I need to sit down. I can't stand this whole thing. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What major wars or conflicts do you remember?
See, there really wasn't. Let's see. Reagan was in office. Bush. I don't remember there being a specific war. I know there was the nuclear threats. Look up history in the 80s. Gas wasn't a war. There was a gas on war.
The war on gas?
Oil. There was a gas shortage in America from oil. That was in. I was a teenager during that, and gas shortage because we didn't have the oil. The gas coming into America, it was being hijacked by Russia, Japan.
What do you remember about them? Like, how did you feel about them?
About what?
Them. Like the nuclear threats, the gas shortage.
Angry, inconvenienced.
What major historical events have you lived through and what do you remember about them? Well, there's 9/11.
That's true. 9/11. It's probably the biggest. Ronald Reagan getting shot and living through that. 9/11 is probably the biggest.
What do you remember about it?
Oh, the horror and the hardship the victims must have gone through, and their family afterwards, seeing the towers. I saw footage of the second plane go through the second tower on the news, and it affected us because the company I was working for, Telecheck, we had several companies that were in the towers that died. And so it was a really hard day for the company I was working for as well. Also being scared. Because we worked right next to the airport. Scared. But they were going to attack LA and New York, LA and San Diego.
Okay. What jobs have you had?
Disneyland. Lots of retail. Admin assistant. And now I'm a billing specialist at ARC.
Okay. What did these jobs teach you? Or if they taught you anything?
Customer service. How to give good customer service.
That's it.
How to type. Clerical work.
That's alright. Is that it?
Yeah. Same day.
It doesn't matter. Is there anything that you wished you had done differently in your life and why?
Oh, God. Several things.
Like?
Stayed at Disneyland.
Okay.
Not gotten married so young. Stayed in college. Became a lawyer or a criminologist.
Become a lawyer.
Yeah, that was my dream. It's in my yearbook, my senior quote.
Okay. How has America changed in your life?
How has America changed in your life?
Lifetime.
Technology has changed.
Technology.
Advances, good and bad. Hate crimes have escalated. People are just more disrespectful. There aren't as many kind people out there as there used to be.
Okay. How has the world changed in your lifetime?
Oh my God. Well, the economy's gone up. Gas has become scarce. Nuclear threats. The nuclear threats are more severe. Terrorism has risen quite a lot, especially in the past 8 years.
Okay. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
What advice do you have for me and people in my generation?
Stay in school.
And you're going to say that.
Know your politicians and your politics. Know what's around you. Read newspapers and articles and stay on top of current events. Because the future affects you.
Okay.
Be smart in your decisions. Think about your decisions before you make them. If they're important and going to impact your life. Be healthy. Be nice. Be kind.
Yeah. All right, I gotta choose my own questions. All right.
Do you want to stop it and think?
So let's say you stayed in college, right? How do you think that would have affected your life, like now, for the better or worse?
Better.
Better?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Well, more money.
It's always better.
Smarter.
Been smarter?
Would have been smarter. Made better decisions, I think, because of being smarter. Learning more.
Let's see. If you could change one thing, what do you think it would be?
Change one thing. What, personally? Or
Like an action?
That's pretty broad.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I told you what I wanted to change. If I could change one thing right now.
One thing right now.
Go back to school.
Go back to school. The moral of the story is go back to school, stay in school. I got it.
In a heartbeat. I'm too old.
So are there any big time mistakes, like not just school, but like big time, like really big, that you wish you could change? Like any big mistake. It doesn't have to be yeah, yes. You could say no, but like
Any big mistake. Getting married at 23.
all right.
With the exception of my wonderful son.
But still have a wonderful
Best part.
son.
You're the best part that came out of it.
Alright, I think we're done.
What is that other one?
This is just the reflection.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming on the show, Mrs. Richman.